I am Sarah Kennedy. I am a talent acquisition specialist with Horizon Health Network. And of course, we are looking for nurses to call our beautiful province home. And at Horizon, we have a rewarding opportunity as close as the ocean. I know PEI has the ocean too, but we like to point that out to everyone. New Brunswick is located, of course, you guys know this, on the beautiful east coast of Canada. It's a nature lover's dream. We are Canada's only officially bilingual province. Our communities have been ranked among the best places in the world to live, and New Brunswick is a great place to grow and raise a family. Might not be thinking about that quite yet. However, some of you might be in that boat already. So we are actually the largest regional health authority in New Brunswick and the second largest health authority in Atlantic Canada. And we operate 12 hospitals and more than 100 medical facilities, clinics, and offices across our province. We do offer services in both official languages, so English and French. However, you don't have to speak French in order to work for us. We do also serve 12 of New Brunswick's 15 First Nations communities. We have over 12,600 employees and more than 1,100 physicians on our team as well. And we serve 4 of the 7 health zones in New Brunswick. So we have Fredericton and Upper River Valley, Moncton, Miramichi, and St. John, and those are represented there with our little logos on the province map. We are supported by 4,400 volunteers, 17 foundations, and 17 auxiliary and alumni organizations. And we welcome 370 medical residents and coordinate 6,000 placements for various healthcare program students every year. And we just want to point out that within Horizon, we find that registered nurses are critical in supporting the delivery of safe, quality patient care and services. Registered nurses are an integral part of our healthcare process in this province, and we would like to honor that. So we have some kind of 4 key values as an organization, and those are that we show empathy, compassion, and respect. We strive for excellence. We are all leaders, yet we work as a team. We act with integrity and are accountable. And then we also have core competencies that really apply for our nursing positions, but as you can see, are absolutely traits that you would have if you even entered a nursing program anyway: being a patient advocate, caring, empathetic, ethical, professional, confidential, trusting and respectful relationships, interpersonal communication skills, organizational and leadership skills, decision-making and problem-solving skills, being a collaborator, being a team builder. All of these things are traits that are super important for our nursing staff, and I'm sure each and every one of you already has. So first off, guaranteed employment with Horizon. Nursing students are guaranteed a position within the Horizon family. So it starts with getting to know you. So we do a getting to know you call where we talk about your preferences, your interests. So we talk about geographical region. Where would you like to work? Are you interested in being rural? Are you looking for a larger city center? So you want to be St. John, Moncton, close to PEI, Moncton, those types of things. Employment status. Do you want to be full-time, part-time? How can we kind of adjust things? And your specialty of interest as well. So do you want to be in emerge? Do you want to be in surgery? We talk through all these different specifics and make sure that we really get to know you and what you are interested in doing now and also in the future. So sometimes these consist of discussions around, well, I want to be here right now, but my end goal is being in another specific specialty. We talk about those things as well. And SNAP, so our Student Nursing Advancement Promise. So we are actually having 2 parts to this. So one is that guarantee at the end of your program when you graduate, as well as we are working towards new student positions for summer, which will grow with you as you grow through your nursing journey as a student. And then obviously the next step Once we have those preferences and interests from you, we work through to find you a position, and you would receive position details and official letter of offer. And those things are both going to be communicated to you during your graduation year. So we aim to have those to you kind of as early as we can in the process so that you are confident and know where you would be going with us as early as possible. We also have a nurse mentorship program. So we feel that your success is our success. If you guys are doing well in your positions and feeling confident, then we as an organization are going to be doing better as well. So we want to help connect you. We are committed to supporting your career transition from student nurse to working professional. And we do that by having our nurse mentor coordinators. And they're going to provide non-clinical support to both you and your mentors. So they'll work with the mentors on your unit, as well as nurse managers and all of those types of people, as well as yourselves. And they're there for you in multiple capacities, whether it's helping you find a course that you're looking for to work towards some professional growth, or whether it's just acting as a safe space for you to have a discussion. So for example, you might want to talk to your nurse manager about something, but be a little bit unsure on how to approach that particular subject. You can run it by your nurse mentor coordinator, and they'll be able to give you some really great advice on kind of how to have that conversation and just help guide you through some maybe trying times or questions that you might have. So essentially, they're just there to help you and make sure that your transition is an easy and smooth one. So getting started, super, super easy process. So first, you just express your interest, send us an email. nursingcareers@horizonnb.ca. You can also visit our career center at myhorizoncareer.ca/nursing. Then, as we talked about, we do that getting to know you call. You'll get a letter of guarantee. So again, we're guaranteeing you that position with us. And then other steps to follow, as I said, would be more detailed information. Your offer of employment. So this is what comes with those details. So a target start date, and we work with you on that to determine what that would be. Let you know that you will be a member of NBNU, so our nursing union. Your probationary period is 650 hours. Base salary is $34.99 per hour, and you get your next step progression once you finish your NCLEX and finish 1,957 hours. We do have premium rates, so that's your evenings, weekends, nights types of shifts. We do have orientation, of course. So you would have CARES orientation, which is actually a Horizon-wide orientation. It's virtual and it happens every Monday, and that would be a start day. And that is for everyone across the organization, so nurses and every other position as well. Then that same day in the afternoon, you would do a virtual nursing orientation, and then you are orientated to your unit. So your department looks after that, your nurse manager, but it is about 6 weeks on your unit. And then we also have clinical and non-clinical training available to you. So those are courses that you are able to do to, again, professional development, super important, and we absolutely support that. We also have employee programs such as safety, wellness, and recognition. So a few slides ago, you saw a photo of an RN, and it said Bravo, and that is actually the name of our recognition program. And we believe that it's super, super important to allow patients and their families the opportunity to thank our nurses and to really recognize them for the wonderful work that they do each and every day. And when you are having a tough day and you do receive one of those Bravo messages, it does kind of just lift you up that little bit more, just to, improve your day, swing it around about. Incentives, everybody's kind of favorite subject. So provincial incentives, we have up to $10,000 for hard to recruit positions. So that's looking at positions in St. John, Moncton, and Fredericton areas. And then for rural incentives, you add on the additional $5,000 for rural communities. So if you're looking at Sackville or Sussex or something like that, you're looking at the total of $15,000. And we also have a relocation assistance program. It's up to $5,000. You're a bit closer being a PEI, so it'll be a little bit less than that for you guys. And then Canada Student Loan Forgiveness. We always like to point this out. so up to $20,000 in federal government of Canada support for rural communities. So if you do look at going rural, you're looking at a total of $15,000 as a sign-on bonus from us, as well as $20,000 in student loan forgiveness from the government, which is always nice. And then we've got some helpful tips. So things to remember kind of as you're going along in the process before you would kind of start. So NANB temporary license is required. So you would need to make sure that you have that license ready to go for when your start date is. Criminal and vulnerable sector clearance, CPR certification, proof of immunization, your SIN card, work permit if it is applicable. And then I always like to remind people of the Horizon Relocation Assistance Program and the Student Loan Forgiveness Program, just because that is kind of free money. Who doesn't like free money? We always want to remind people of that, because those are things that we want to make sure that you do take advantage of, especially the Student Loan Forgiveness Program. Is that something that isn't done through us and is done through the government? So we always like to remind people of that as well. Okay. So I know I covered quite a bit, but this is the graduate nursing team. So we've got Carrie, my colleague, myself, and our coworkers, Ellie and Famita, who help us out, and Morgan, who does deal with educational placements as well, in case there is anyone on this call who is not graduating, is not in their final year of the program, and might like to kind of come do a placement with us and try some things out, see what living in New Brunswick is like. Maybe you're from here and you'd like to come back home and do a placement, anything like that. We would absolutely be happy to facilitate anything. Maybe it's just to visit us and do a shadow. Happy to, facilitate any opportunities to get you guys into our facilities and see what it's like to work with Horizon.